Welcome, Go High Levelers. My name is Dinah, and I'm the CGO of WhatSnap. And today I'm going to tell you about lead acquisition. And if you're losing leads from sending them to your landing page and you're just not converting the way that you'd hoped, and the leads are not coming through, it's not your fault. Chances are your landing pages are killing your conversions. And the reason being is statistically, 70 to 80% of traffic bounces from a landing page, which means that you don't even have visibility to the leads that are coming to your landing page. And I know philosophically, we want a landing page so that we can filter out the good leads from the bad leads to fill out a form and ultimately nurture and pre-qualify these leads. But it doesn't mean that great leads are not bouncing from your page. Leads that don't want to be stuck in your funnel, leads that don't want to get a slew of messaging and automations, people that just simply don't want to be spammed or put into a funnel, or quite frankly, they just don't want to go to a landing page because they have a question now and they want it answered now. You know, that whole immediate gratification thing that's going around? Well, most of the buyers out there are savvy and sophisticated enough to demand that when they have a question, when they're at their peak of curiosity about your offer, they get it answered right then and there. That's kind of the level of where most consumers are at these days. So being that this is the case, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of funnels out there that are able to convert, but are usually ones that have insane amounts of budget. But for the everyday SMB or small business out there, just the landing page funnels, in my opinion, are dying. And it's because people want connection. In the age of AI, automations, and spammy messaging, people are searching and desiring an ability to connect with a business or brand or a person individually. So they feel like they are catered through the process, holding their hand throughout the whole way of working through your funnel and getting to know who and what you are. So what I want to talk to you today about how we can find the solution to using traditional landing pages. We were taught that landing pages are the cornerstone of the universe, the funnel conversion. It's what's the most important part of your funnel, but that's simply not the case anymore. So today I'm going to tell you how to solve your conversion issue and stop flushing your ad spend down the toilet. What I'm talking about today is something that requires no opt-in, no VSL, and no funnel. How many times have you tried to perfect your landing page by doing it over and over again, trying to make it work, change the copy, the header, and ultimately trying to make it so that you were able to get more leads converting instead of bouncing? How many times have you tweaked the VSL, recording it over and over again so that you can get more leads to convert? Well, here's the thing. It doesn't matter how perfect your landing page is. It doesn't matter how perfect your copy is. Over time, you will still get those opt-outs because ultimately people aren't looking for an ability to connect with the landing page. They want to connect with you, right? So a lot of times we see where people are spending more per lead, they're spending more of a budget, and they're not seeing an uptick in their conversion. Costs don't go down over time. In fact, they go up. Now, what I'm going to talk about is something that will make your cost per lead go down, your bookings increase by 3 to 5x, your response rate increase and blow through the roof. And this is going to be something where you'll see more of the leads visibly and transparently with their contact information. What I want to talk about is direct to conversation, direct to connection, direct to a relationship. And the way that we do that is not through a spammy A2P where we're messaging somebody and saying you can opt out or unsubscribe or stop. This is through a blue bubble text message that leads will either text you directly or you will text them automatically. And this here is the biggest game changer that you can implement into your automation and go high level as of today. What I'm talking about is add message blue bubble. 3 simple steps that will change the game in your lead acquisition strategy. So let's go through it. First of all, blue bubbles hit different, right? When people see a small, short blue bubble pop up with typing simulation, seeing another person on the other side, where at their peak interest of seeing your ad, where they still remember who you are, they're getting a text from you on an iPhone. It is a game changer because not only do you have the speed to lead, but you have a speed to human, meaning they feel like you are on point, feel like you are instantly giving them your undivided attention. And that's what the consumers want right now. Now, let me show you the tech stack that changed the game for us as a business. We did meta ads with copy enablement, which I'll talk to you about soon with Conversion API, server-side tracking, AI scenario detection. This is game changer, guys. Behavioral qualification and iMessage delivery. All of these little nuances will completely be something that will take you from a 10 to 12% conversion to a 50, 80, even 90% conversion from the leads that you're paying for. These are leads you invested in. These are leads that are interested in talking to you, but because of the experience they're getting from their first point of connection with you, they are not thrilled. You're sending them to a landing page where they have to go search for their answer. You're sending them to a landing page with a chat bot that they have to get bland and robotic messages from. They're not enjoying the experience with you, so they discontinue, and your experience with them gets cut short, and so does your revenue. Let me show you the prompt and how to put this all together. Now, first of all, what I like to do is keep things native. I'm not going to go through meta ads as if I'm a meta ad manager specialist, but obviously I've been able to change the game for our business in terms of running ads, and I want to show you how you can implement the same thing. What I do is I keep things native with an instant form. Meta loves when you do this, and Andromeda loves the idea of not deplatforming. So I love bringing leads into an instant form where I'm able to qualify them. If you really want to get fancy, you can even do conditional logic on your instant form so that not all the leads come through. And it's the same idea as a landing page, but you're still staying native within Instagram or Facebook. Break down how this works in Meta so you can see it real time. I love to use instant forms because to me, they give me the best experience in terms of Meta. They love to keep you on platform. And so the only thing you're really changing is your landing page kind of natively in Facebook or Instagram. The reason being is that the reason why I have a landing page is so you can ask them conditional logic questions so that you can filter out your leads, right? In Meta's new platform, you can create conditional logic here as well. So the same principle stands where you can filter out the people that aren't the right fit and get a little bit of that pre-qualifying out of the way instantly within this form. So a lot of people like to create the verification number. I don't do that, but a lot of people like to do that to make sure they're getting the correct phone number. I'll show you why that's not important. Number two is I definitely do the email. So I make sure the email is not only required, but also that they have an email, doesn't have Gmail, AOL, anything like that. So I make sure that they have a verifiable domain in the URL so that it's not just everybody just registering that's not a business owner. Want B2B leads here, right? And I'm sure you do too, maybe. Here, they're going to actually click the submit button. And then here they get a chance to book a free AI strategy call now. Now, when they click this, it's not going to go to a booking link. It's going to automatically, in the JavaScript, create a link that goes to iMessage. Let me show you how that's going to look. So I provided an example of exactly how you're going to create this quick link to iMessage that will be very simple, only takes about 2 minutes to create. All you do is go to GPT and you say, craft a simple HTML page with a unique goal of redirecting fast as possible to a link at number SMS with number itself with add a pre-filled message. This is also a game changer to have a pre-filled message so that you can actually that in your workflows as well. Hey, Dinah, just saw your ad and I want more info. So when they instantly click on the button, it'll have this pre-populated and boom. What GPT gave me was this HTML code here. And just for the sake of conversation, I already have it hosted. So here we just click send message, allow, and this is what the user will see when they click on this link. Boom. You see my iMessage is open, and here you can see where now it's, hi Dinah, just saw your ad. I want more info here. So as you can see, guys, this is a game changer because it's going to send those leads directly to iMessage, which makes you capture their phone number instantly. So even if they didn't verify the phone number in that first page of the instant form, you're still going to get a verified number because clearly it's coming directly from them. However, if those leads end up not clicking on that button at the very end, which could happen, it's maybe 20% of the time that they don't end up clicking on this last button of the free strategy call, we still will do an automated iMessage to them in our workflows if we don't receive a message within 1 minute. So that the speed to lead is still there. They're still feeling like it's a human on the other side. But if we don't see them take the proactive step and they've already filled out the form, but we're not getting a text message inbound, we're going to shoot an outbound message via iMessage because we're WhatSnap and we create the infrastructure to plug iMessage and iPhones directly to your Go High Level, bypassing Twilio and Lead Connector. So with that being said, you now have the power of a blue bubble where they feel like a human is on the other side. And when I tell you This packs the most powerful punch in your ad strategy you could ever wish for. It will change your conversion game to losing leads, ghosting leads, bouncing from your landing page, paying for leads that never convert, paying for leads that ghost you, because even if they do fill out your form, the of them actually responding to your messages after they filled out a form and maybe hours or days have gone by are very slim to none. So as you can see, guys, this being the actual direct point of conversion, being a conversation in real time, you go from leads that you're chasing down and hunting and trying to get a response to leads that are already engaging instantly in conversation and ready to be qualified and booked on your team's calendar. The booking happens ultimately when they are able to chat directly with somebody, aka a blue bubble, and them seeing an AI agent on the other side that they think is a human being that's messaging them instantly. When we make that look super personalized, you're gonna go from chat, qualify to booked and confirmed. It's as simple as that, guys. And we can show you hundreds of conversations that have literally happened where they instantly start building rapport with that person on the other side or AI on the other side. And instantly businesses will see where their costs go down, the booking rates go up, show rates increase because they, again, felt like it was a human interaction, not an AI, not a automation interaction, and not a landing page that they were sent to. And the lead quality will go up over time. At the end of the day, the main point to understand here is that friction is expensive. It will cost your business so much money to add more friction points rather than a conversation to find out exactly who this lead is and answer their questions right away so you can start figuring out if it's a good fit or not automatically disqualifying them because of a landing page that might not be actually to answer their questions or, being something that they want to see visually. Because ultimately with landing pages, people decide if they want to go through your landing page within the first microsecond of landing there. They know if they want to, to peruse or fill out their information or anything. And that generally is something that can take thousands and thousands of dollars in time to invest in to get perfect. And ultimately, we know that time is money, right? So when we go through this whole process of flipping the switch from the cornerstone being a landing page to conversation, we see a whole different experience from a UX standpoint with your lead acquisition. Conversion is a conversational event. This is your first moment to connect with your users. And when they can see the blue bubble, they don't detect that it's AI or automation, but they feel like it's a human on the other side. Your conversations and your optimizations will go through the roof. Okay. This is the strategy: meta ads, instant form, iMessage link. You're now taking your attention from going to a landing page and losing out on foot traffic to capturing 100% of your leads, not 50, not 20, but 100% of your leads, and then deciding from there who the good ones are and who aren't, and not making the prerequisite whether they decided to stay on a landing page or talk to a chatbot or fill out a form being the deciding factor. You're able to transparently now see who you're getting in your door of your ad, what the traffic is saying. And actually, we've been able to use that data to further understand the feedback from people seeing the ad. So a lot of times they'll say, oh, ad for this, or this ad was for this, and this is what I got from it. It helps us further refine our messaging, our ad creatives, and our strategy. So we're actually getting real-time feedback from those leads instantly that are coming in, that are having a conversation with us. The name of the game, guys, here today is DTC, direct conversation. It's not a tactic. This is a conversational architecture that you want to implement to start seeing real-time conversions and change your lead acquisition to go from cost to the roof, bounce rates to the roof, to conversions, conversations, and bookings now through the roof. So wishing you guys the best of luck.